AI Flow. This is the show where I discuss the different AI workflows that I have using a bunch of different tools to accomplish different goals. Most of the time, we use AI tools to create content, but there's actually more to it than that. For example, I use Google Sheets. For example, I use data from Google Sheets and then paste that data into ChatGPT, and ChatGPT helps me kind of identify the trends based on that data. So there are so many AI workflows that my goal is to share mine so that I can hopefully help you save time and save money, because that's my favorite part. I actually review my own weekly tools, AI tools, and tools in general, and how much money I am saving doing that. And I can see one month I will have a lot of tools, and then the other months I'm actually able to bring that down. So I do the same for my clients. And if this is the first time that you're watching this video or watching one of my live streams or podcasts, whatever, my name is Irene Chan. So I'm a writer and a marketing project manager for early stage startups. So usually with early stage startups, we are working with limited budget, but we have a lot of ambition when it comes to publishing content. So that's where I come in, and I try to make sure that we produce a bunch of high quality content, but within budget or even lower than the budget that we discussed. So we are able to accomplish that because I kind of combine everything. So I have a freelancing community of contractors in the Philippines, and then I empower them to use AI tools so that we are able to produce a lot more compared to a team that is not AI assisted. So anyway, the title of this podcast or this live stream, still kind of like winging it right now. I just want to go live and share some of my thoughts on the go, and we'll see how that goes. So the first thing, and I just want to make sure that you can hear me. I think so. Okay. So the last time I went live, you couldn't hear me. Okay. So the great thing about this, right now, it's not so smooth compared to it's live. I like being live because it allows me to just go and share my thoughts. But what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go back and edit this stuff. Okay, because if I pre-record it, then it will go in there and will not be published. So trust me, I have like probably 40 gigs of log footage that it's not edited. It's just sitting there. So when it's live, like I have no choice. The content is out there, and then I'm just going to repurpose it into different types of content. So the title of this video or this live stream, this podcast called AI Flow, is there the one AI tool to rule them all. And sorry, that's kind of like clickbait because there is no one AI tool to rule them all. So one thing that I've noticed for like creators, founders, and solo entrepreneurs, they're kind of looking for this one tool that will make that they will change their life, and that if they have that one tool, then everything's gonna be great. And it's not just about tool either. It's like if we have one strategy, then everything is going to be fine. But usually, based on my experience as a human being, as a marketer, it's not about just getting one tool. It's about creating a strategy and getting the tools to support that strategy. So usually it's not one tool. However, there's like usually one leading AI tool that you will use that will go with other tools that you have. So if you are looking into this live stream because you want that one AI tool to rule them all, I tell you there's none. If there's probably one leading tool, that's probably ChatGPT, just because ChatGPT is kind of like the GPT technology is kind of like the base technology of most generative AI. So I highly recommend starting with ChatGPT, because once you get ChatGPT, it's kind of like the skills is transferable in other AI tools. So hello to the one viewer that is watching. I can see the name. But if you comment, please, if you have questions about AI tools, please comment them below. So there is no one AI tool. So in this video, I'm gonna share with you the way that I pick AI tools, and also the way that I'm canceling them, because I've noticed that with AI tools, my churn rate, or like when I cancel a tool, is much faster. Just because right now, most of the tools that you are using pre-AI already has AI, and then some of the tools that you already use before that didn't have that feature, now they have added that feature. So it's kind of like really the wild, wild west right now when it comes to AI tools. So I do have a framework that will help you understand what tools to get. So first of all, you got to ask yourself, your team, what is your overall strategy? Are you trying to get more leads? Are you trying to push more content out? Like, for example, are you trying to scale your blog post from one a week to 3 times a week? That's actually one of my projects wherein I'm scaling the blog post frequency per week. So because you don't get a tool and kind of like create a strategy around that, you create a strategy and then get the tools to help you execute that strategy in the most efficient way possible. So ask yourself that before subscribing to any AI tool. So let's say, for example, the project that I do have right now, wherein we are scaling once a week and one blog post per week to 3 times per week. So, and you also have to work on the restrictions that you have and the ethical considerations that you have. So, for example, in this project, can't post comments to some destinations. Oh, hello, Lala. So I should have guessed that my sister is watching. So yeah. So for example, and okay, since Lala is here, I'm gonna create the example that we have for our client channel wise. We are able to skip. So the goal for our amazing founder, Catherine. So our goal was to schedule a lot of Ask the Expert lives in advance before our launch so that we can focus on other things during the launch and not just publishing content. So we already have a bunch of pre-recorded interviews. And what we did is first I created kind of like the process of the tools that we are going to use. So we started with the Chat GPT. We have the transcript of the live streams, and I created the prompts that we will use to identify certain areas of Chat GPT, certain areas of the transcript that we will use as part of the blog post. So in that way, we're able to turn one live stream into a bundle of content. So a live stream is then turned into a blog post, into social media posts, into reels, shorts. So we are actually able to accomplish that 5 months worth of content in 20 days. So Lala is also very good in using tools like video.ai. So we're able to publish that. Yeah, we are able to publish that content consistently because we have that process in place. So, and we didn't choose the tools because we just like ChatGPT or we just like Descript. We actually, yeah, go back to the our business goals, which is to publish content consistently through our Ask the Expert Live so that we can build brand awareness during launch and also after the launch. It also allows us to showcase the experts in our platform. And yeah, so it actually has a very clear goal, and we chose the processes and the tools that support that goal. So the second question that you want to ask is who will be using the tools? Because I'm talking about early stage founders. Usually it's like there's 2 of them or there's 3 people. And it's very important to understand who will be using the tool. So for example, if you're going to get ChatGPT, are you as the founder really go into ChatGPT, create the prompts there and the content, or are you going to hire a writer that uses ChatGPT? Usually, if you're not a writer yourself as a founder, I would recommend hiring a ChatGPT expert that's also a writer, an expert writer first, and then someone that can, and if you are okay with using ChatGPT, and if you're okay with writers using ChatGPT, then you'll have to have systems in place. So it's very understand who will be using it, because then you'll understand the onboarding around it. So for example, if you already have an internal writer, then you need training for them so they know how to use ChatGPT. So that's like really one thing that to think about. So yeah, strategy, and then who will be using it, and then the third is your budget. So I'm just gonna drink some water here. Oh, hello, hello. So yeah, third is budget. How much will you are you willing to spend to test your strategy with this AI tool? And luckily, AI tools are actually super cheap. I use Descript and it's like $12 per month, and I use it every single day in many ways, because I can use it for generating a transcript for the video. I can I can use it to record my videos. Actually, I just finished recording a video for my client, VidPros. That's why, and I didn't want to waste this makeup. That's why I went live. That's actually the main reason that I went live. And also Lala's going to repurpose this video. She's going to help me. She's actually training me to use video.ai so I can repurpose this video into multiple shorts. So, okay, before we talk about the AI tools, it's very important that we talk about the budget. Okay, so the budget. Most AI tools that I use is actually less than $100 per month, but it will depend how many AI tools you're using. So for the going back to the example that I have for the project of turning live streams into multiple pieces of content, we are using Descript, we are using ChatGPT, we're using video.ai, and a scheduling tool. So those are 4 tools. Previously, we used to use Temi.com to upload the transcript there, and we pay 25 cents per minute. And that when I actually calculated the savings, if we just use Descript to create the transcript, we're actually save like about $45 per month. So that's actually like a lot of savings if you think about it yearly. So yeah, I would say in general, prepare $100 per month for new AI tools, and it also depends on how many teams are using it. Like for example, if you're using Notion, for me, I'm paying $5 per month for the personal one, but then I have to add an additional $10 per month to use Notion AI, and that could increase depending on how many users will be using the AI feature. But in general, start with something simple, start with the free one as much as possible, and scale that up. Because if you commit to one tool that you have to pay for like $100 yearly or $200 yearly, but then you end up not using it, then that's money down the drain. So start with a free plan and scale up, scale to the next available plan. That's what I actually did with Descript. I keep so I started with the plan, the $12 plan, then I upgraded to pro plan, then I canceled it. So yeah, it's kind of a roller coaster ride for me. But the good thing is that you are able to try a lot of the free stuff, and you can decide there if it's enough, or or if the tool isn't for you. So you have to find something else. So how many things we already have? So strategy, who will be using the tools, pricing, and then timeline. How much time do you need to get your ideas off the ground? So once you have chosen your AI tools, make sure that your team has enough time to learn it and adjust your process now that you have AI tools. So, for example, initially, and I'm going to give you an example of how much time we're saving, because previously one live stream bundle will take us like 3 hours to create, but now it's like because actually the challenge was to get it in 30 minutes, and I was like, can I get this thing in 30 minutes done? And I was able to do that using ChatGPT, because usually when you're doing everything manually, you'll have to watch the live stream, read the transcript, and then turn that transcript into a blog post by writing manually. But since you already have the words, the actual words, it just need to be rewritten in a way that's blog friendly. So that's why ChatGPT is a perfect tool for rewriting. Okay, so yeah, the timeline is usually when you integrate in tools into your team or into your processes, you have to understand that everything is temporary. You might be adding this tool now, but that's going to change. So you always have to understand first, what is our process for trying out new tools or new strategy? How long do we have to try that out? And how much data do we need to say that this is working for us or this is not working for us? So having those key questions to ask yourself is like kind of like will help you decide which tools to get. And then you can put your blinders on and think about and not sign up for other tools. Okay, so because I want to repurpose this, I think I'm gonna just go over the 4 questions that you want to ask. 4 questions that you want to ask if you want to start integrating AI tools into your team. The first question is, what is your strategy? And what is your strategy, and which AI tools are gonna support you in that strategy? Who will be using AI tools? Is it you or someone else in your team, or do you need to hire a new person that will be using that AI tool? Number 3 is, how much budget do you need to execute your vision of integrating AI tools into your business? And how much timeline do you give yourself and your team to say that this process works or this process isn't working? Let's make some adjustments. Okay. So those are the things that, I don't know, like maybe if there are comments, I can see them. I will try. Like, please give me questions so I can answer them. Okay, so that's the business of live. Like everything is impromptu. Two comments. Oh, I do see the comments. Okay, because I see the hello. Um, what about YouTube? Am I able to see that? So, okay. So to going back to the title of this live stream, there is no one AI tool to rule them all. So I'm going to share with you, and yeah, so there's no one AI tool to rule them all. That's why I'm actually naming this podcast or this live stream AI Flow or AI Workflow, because we need to think about workflows instead of one tool or one thing to do. So, for example, I have a video workflow. So today I went into Descript, recorded a video, and the video is automatically transcribed. And after I record the video, depending on which video editor I'm working on, then I will have different workflows after I record the video. The video that I recorded earlier is for VidPros, and VidPros have their own amazing video editors. So I literally don't have to do anything except record. And once I'm done recording, then I just go into their portal and upload that, and then the video editor will take care of editing all the bad cuts, silences, and stuff. So, and they can use any AI tool that they want, or they can do it manually. So that's kind of like the my workflow, and which is actually the best for me, because then I don't have to mess with. I love AI, but if it saves time, if I can fully outsource that to a human being, I would much prefer that. But if I'm working with my own video editor, with a project that I'm working on right now, and we don't have like a team of video editors, then I want to make sure that the video editor already has kind of a nicely polished clip. So that means I'm editing the silences, and I can do that using Descript easily. So with Descript, I'm able to shorten word gaps. So it means like if there's a 10-second silence, then they will shorten that into 1 second. So that helps kind of like take out the silences manually from the video editor. And then I also remove the fillers automatically using Descript. It's just like a matter of choosing the and then remove all fillers from the video. So that's kind of my workflow. And then and that's my workflow if I'm working with a video editor. And then I have another workflow if it's just my video. Like for example, in this one, this is kind of my own personal thing that I try to make sure that I have content out there for my brand. Then I would, after using BeLive, so I'm using BeLive right now, and actually they have an AI as well, wherein it's comment assistant on. So that one is turned on right now. So the AI will decide which comments to display in my video. So it's kind of like suggesting all the comments that I can show here. So yeah, so after this stream is over, I'm gonna download the recording from BeLive. I'm gonna upload it into Descript and get the transcript. So I'm kind of geeking out here, and if you are still with me, I hope that you are geeking out with me, okay? Because I have different workflows for different scenarios, and it's just like saves me a lot of time and a lot of headaches. So okay, so this live stream, this is my personal thing. I don't have like producing this doesn't necessarily earn me revenue, but it helps me get leads that will help me get revenue in the future. So I try to be very the cost to produce this, I try it to really keep minimal. So okay, so now I'm recording this using BeLive. I'm gonna go ahead and download it from BeLive after the stream. I'm gonna upload it into Descript. I'm gonna copy the transcript into either ChatGPT or Notion. I found recently it's easier to do it in Notion, because then I'm not limited with the prompts in ChatGPT. So, and then I'm gonna ask Notion turn this transcript into a blog post, and then voila. And I can actually do that. My problem with the live stream is that when I'm sharing my screen, it's not good. Like it's too small. So that's why I'm trying to for you to just stare at my face. So okay, but I hope that you can imagine um, the workflows. So like it's super simple. And now that I have that blog post in Notion, then I can publish that in my blog. So actually, I have a virtual assistant if I'm too lazy to post stuff in Kajabi, because those are the things that I really ideally don't want to do. I just want to produce the content and then they're published. So once I have the blog post in Notion, then I create and assign that. Oh, we have a checklist in Notion that what you need to do inside Kajabi to publish a blog post, and then yeah, that's basically kind of like my workflow for blog posts. But then I can use the transcript as well to create multiple posts on LinkedIn. So as you can see, like this, I've been talking for 20 minutes, and this content is gonna be probably I don't know, 20 pieces of content ideally. So we'll see, like if the quality is good. But either way, if I like messed up with the internet and then the video isn't in the quality that I want, I will still have the transcript and I can repurpose the content that the things that I'm saying here. And I'm actually saying that the reason why I'm going live is because there's so many things in my head that's like going in the background, and I wish I could share this with people that will find value in it. So yeah, so even if the video sucks and there's a problem with it, I will always have the transcript of this video using Descript, and then I can build content around that. And this is something like some really advanced workflow that I'm working on. And okay, the reason why I love AI is because eventually I want to build my AI self. So pushing for singularity. So you know, in Superman has Fortress of Solitude. He goes in there and he talks to his dad. So that's my dream for my kids. So even if I'm gone, they have their own Fortress of Solitude. And while I'm saying this, I'm kind of like really understanding the geekiness here. So yeah. Okay. So I want for my kids to like uh they go in somewhere and they chat with me, and then ideally I'll have a hologram of myself. But yeah, like I have all of this knowledge stored somewhere, and then ideally like a chat GPT for just my thing, and then my kids can access that and they can ask advice. Of course, it will not be updated, but some like nuggets of wisdom is in there that they can use. This is also venturing to Black Mirror stuff, but yeah. So I'm kind of like just exploring the idea, and there are already things that I can do to make that a reality. First, I can create an AI voice. I already tried doing that with Descript, but I wasn't satisfied with my AI voice because I was reading. So when I produce my AI voice, it's like sounds so boring and robotic. So just in case you're wondering, with Descript, so it's a video editing tool using AI, but they also have a feature called Voice Dub. So with Voice Dub, you can record your voice for 30 minutes, and then once they have that on the file, you can turn your text into your own voice. It's kind of creepy, but it's really cool. So so far that's I'm able to AI-fi my voice. So I'm able to type text and then my AI voice will read it. My sister actually already kind of gave me a script, and then I gave her the AI version, and she was amazed because it was my voice reading, but I didn't say a word. So that's really cool. But there are other things too. But that I wanted to see, because right now I want to take a video of my face and like put that as a talking head by itself. I know one person on LinkedIn was trying to do that. It was kind of creepy because the video is not accurate, but he was able to sync his AI voice with a AI video of himself, and I think it's amazing. It's still in the early stages, but it's really fun of what AI, what are the things that you can do with AI. So right now, we are just in the very early stage, and everything is kind of a wild west right now. But I think with all of the tools that we have, it's about just the creativity of thinking about workflows and how we can improve them. So again, I'm going to go back to the initial premise of this live stream, which is there is no one AI tool to rule them all. You have to put pick a bunch of AI tools that work together with yourself and with your team. And that's how you're going to create the best workflow for you that is efficient, saves you money, saves you time, and ideally saves you headache. All right, so that's it for AI Flow. I hope you like this format. Let me know if you have questions about AI tools. I would be happy to answer them. And let me know if you have requests for future topics. That would be really cool to discuss in the next one. It will also force me to go live because I that's what I'm pushing for right now is consistency in terms of content because that's my business, creating content. So I gotta put content out there. So thank you so much for watching, and hopefully I'll see you in the next AI Flow episode. Also, let me know if I think I'm not gonna tone down the geekiness. So yeah. um, so kind of taking notes for myself. Yeah, but let me know if you are also a geek, AI geek, and some superhero geek, because then we can create a group. Thank you. Bye.